Welcome back to the PT Insider series. Today, we're going to be talking about hand and wrist pain. So you may be swinging a golf club, carrying some groceries, or typing away at your computer or laptop, and they're hard at work for you. So we need to protect them. Karen, can you tell us a little bit about the hand and wrist and some problems that can occur?
Thanks, Gretchen. The human hand is made up of the wrist, the palm, and the fingers. It consists of 27 joints, 27 bones, 34 muscles, over 100 ligaments, as well as blood vessels and nerves. With so many bones, muscles, tendons, and ligaments, there's plenty of opportunity for injury. Whether it be arthritis or overuse of your hands, functioning at work or engaging in a hobby. It could be improper positioning or poor movement patterns. Any one of or all of these things can contribute to wrist and hand pain. And it will ultimately affect your activities of daily living, how you function at work, how you participate in sports or engage in those hobbies. And if left untreated, can create much bigger issues.
What are some of your go-tos for preventing hand and wrist pain?
Sure, there are actually a few things that you want to consider. You want to firstly have a look at proper desk setup. You want to have a look at your workstation. Is your desk and your chair the appropriate height for your body? With many of us this past year working from home and learning from home, we're working in spaces that we normally wouldn't be in. So you want to ensure that it's appropriate for you. When you're sitting at your desk, you want to be able to maintain both your hands and your arms at the same height. You also want to ensure that your wrists are in neutral or that they're straight. You don't want to have a lot of wrist extension or wrist flexion because this too can contribute to hand and wrist pain. And then as you're seated at your workstation, you want to ensure that your feet are flat on the ground. The second thing you want to pay attention to is your posture. Many of us are guilty to just slouch over at our desks, especially when we're busy at work and we just don't realize it. So you want to ensure that you're sitting up nice and tall. This too will help to maintain good positioning of your arms and your wrists and your hands. You want to ensure that you are sitting up towards the back of your chair. That will also help you to sit up nice and tall and maintain proper posture. You may want to consider a standing desk. This will afford you a little bit more movement and flexibility. But if that's not something that might work for you, then you want to try and implement rest breaks in your workday. So ideally every 30 minutes. Which brings us to the third thing, and that is stretching. So during your rest breaks, it's important to stretch in order to improve your circulation as well as increase elasticity. There are several stretches that you could do, but a couple of examples that I really like and work well. One of them is the arm extension stretch or the upside down palm stretch. You have your arm extended out in front of you, and you'll take your free hand and gently stretch down or push down both your fingers and your thumb. Count for a few seconds, and then you'll bring your fingers and your thumb back towards you. A second great stretch to do for the hands is the fist to fan. So you want to tightly squeeze your fingers and then fan them out, spreading your fingers wide apart, extending your fingers nice and straight, and then bringing that back in and back out. Both these exercises you can repeat 10 times, again, during your rest breaks throughout the day.
Thanks so much, Karen. Those are some great tips. And listeners, it's good to think of your body like a car. We want to keep it tuned up and be proactive in that way versus waiting until the parts need fixing. So if you are having hand or wrist pain, it's best to see a physical therapist or your physician for a proper evaluation. We hope you found this helpful and look for more episodes of the PT Insider series coming to you each month.